my peeps, it's only when problems arise, it's only when hardship arises that you get to know who you truly are. It's only when the odds are against you. It's only when the people that you thought were in your corner start taking the knives out of your back and you realize where they actually came from. It's only when you're at your lowest, your weakest, when you want to react, when you want to get yours, you want to get yours. When we're faced with that, am I losing today or am I going to turn this into a win? That moment, that's the true you. That's actually who you are. How long does it take? People ask me that all the time. And it takes as long as it takes to get the result, to get the end goal. But is that who you are? Are you focused on that? Or is the process something that you know is the most important thing to focus on? It's not pleasurable. It's not nice to spend time in the pain, even if it's just the pain at the bottom of a squat, or the pain of a breakup, or the pain of losing everything that you've worked hard for, the pain of rejection. Man, I live rejection. I've probably been to 100 castings in the last 12 months, and maybe less, but I didn't get even a handful of that in terms of callbacks, in terms of jobs. We only really just recovered from COVID, and I think COVID showed us who we really are. We have this foundation built on nothing. But I don't want to deviate too much from the point. We are those people that either restrain our need to dominate other people or to act outside of character, or we are the person who, when faced with adversity, rises to the occasion. These things are not cliches for no reason. Cliches are wisdom of the ages, yes. More often than not, they're there to show us more about ourselves now. So do you rise to the occasion? Do you step game up when you're at the end of the match and it's time added on, 92 minutes, and you've only got 1 minute to score that goal or defend from that goal? Do you just lose it and think to yourself, man, I've lost, I'm out? Or do you step game up? I mean, I've been in both situations. I've been in a situation where the very person that you think has your back is the very person stabbing it. I've been there so many times. So many times. What I did in that moment, and what I naturally do, I think people might view it as a weakness, but I naturally just forgive. I mean, it's an instantaneous thing. It's the weirdest thing. I'll probably be that guy who, dies at the hand of someone who he knows, because you give them permission. You give them permission, right? You look them in the eye, and if you, an honest person, I'm an honest person, you expect the same honesty from that person. And when they give you their explanation, their point of view, you empathize. I empathize. It's not a matter of cutting that off. It's not a matter of self-defense. It's not a matter of how do I get mine back because you stabbed me in the back. Who are you in that moment? It doesn't mean because someone has done something to you that you are a different person. You are suddenly this different species. You are the same you that got into that situation in the first place. Let's close it. You are the same you. You are the same you. And when you treat them with kindness, treat them with kindness. So sweet to me. It's early. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. When you treat them with kindness and you don't get that back, in fact, you get more of the attack, more of the assault on who you are, where they try and break you down. Are you going to break? Do you break? And I'm not talking about an emotional break. I'm not talking about, do I break down and sob? Which is healthy, it's got its place, you know. But do you break character? Do you suddenly become them? I think it's one of the Stoics, probably Epictetus or someone who said, the best revenge is to not become them. The best revenge in that moment is to not take revenge. The best revenge is to remember yourself. Remember who you are. It's not easy, but it's damn near worthwhile. Remember who you are and behave as such. Energy comes, impulses come, emotions. I mean, that's energy in motion, right? Thoughts come. Excuse me, but you are not your thoughts. I keep saying this. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions, because we know how fleeting those things are. They change from moment to moment. They change from day to day. You can't be a different person every day. You are not. You are who you fundamentally are when the ish hits the fan. So today, folks, for the rest of your lives, commit to that. Commit to yourself. Commit to being yourself. If you find that you're in those circumstances and you react, study that. If you find that you're in this bone-crushing situation and you decide to fight, ask yourself why. Ask yourself who you are and why. If you don't have the tools at the time, find them. Go get therapy. Go get counseling. Hit the gym. Listen to a trainer. Listen to an uplifting YouTube video. That's all it takes for me right now. Right now, it's just 10 push-ups. I'm 10 push-ups away from overcoming anyone's negativity towards me. I'm 10 push-ups away from overcoming my own negativity at all times, because I've put that in. I've used that as a tool and I've developed it over 20 plus years. I didn't even know it was happening for the first 15 or odd. And then I realized that the workout is not just working the outside, it's working in. You're working the inside. You're working your heart. You're working, and not just the muscle, you're working your emotional anchor, your emotional rudder. Because at the bottom of the squat, the 15th rep, and you still have 5 more, and you actually have just torn your ACL in your head. And you need to dig deep and push on and push through. That's an emotion. Your body can take more, but your mind is saying, nah. So what do? Do you punk out? Do you be out on yourself? Do not be out. Step up your game. You can do it. I've done it. You breathe oxygen, air. You bleed red. You poop brown. We all do. So you can do it too. It pains me when people don't realize how much potential they have in themselves, because I can see it. The weirdest thing is I see my own potential projected onto others. That's how I realize that I don't see my own potential, but I see it projected onto others and I believe in them. And conversely, I've learned to know that that is actually me seeing potential in myself. So when somebody does something that's out of character, that's disappointing, I'm not disappointed. I just look inside and I say, possibly you've done that too. So don't just forget, overcome. It broke my heart, man. I'm in a position where someone close to me is just like messing up their own lives. There's nothing I can say about it to that person. But what do? You cannot change those things outside of yourself. The only thing that you can do is not break. Do not break character. Not now, not ever, not for anybody. Especially not for yourself. Fam, my peeps, I love you. I'm always here for you guys. I will not miss. I'll be back. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. Let's get it, guys.